Sadhguru says, spirituality is not about being special, it's about becoming nothing. But many people treat their spiritual path like a performance, trying to look peaceful, speak in whispers, or adopt postures they saw in a video. The first mistake is this: trying to appear spiritual instead of genuinely seeking. When you try too hard, you move further from your essence. You become attached to the idea of being awakened and forget the experience itself. The ego simply changes de roupa. It no longer quer ser rico or bonito, agora quer ser iluminado. Mas ainda é o ego. True spirituality is raw. It's silent. It's invisible. You don't have to show it. You have to live it. The path is internal, and the only proof is your transformation, not your image. Sadhguru reminds us, truth is not always peaceful. It can shake you, burn you, destroy everything false in you. One of the most common traps is to look for spirituality only when you're anxious, sad, or disturbed, using it as a kind of emotional painkiller. But the real purpose of the spiritual path is not just to bring peace. It is to awaken you to reality, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. Peace is a consequence, not the goal. If you chase only calmness, you might end up bypassing your shadow, avoiding your inner work, or escaping life instead of transcending it. The question should not be, does this feel good? It should be, is this true? Because only the truth can truly free you. Many seekers fall into the illusion of imitation. You see a guru or a yogi living in silence on a mountain, and you think that's the only way. But Sadhguru says, each being has a unique geometry of existence. What works for one may not work for another. Trying to follow someone else's steps exactly can be harmful. Your soul chose a specific set of challenges, gifts, and lessons. Your awakening will not look like anyone else's. Instead of copying, observe. Instead of imitating, experience. The path is not to become a copy, it's to awaken to your original nature. Spirituality is not a formula, it's a flame, and yours will burn in its own way. Some people use spirituality as an escape from responsibilities, relationships, or the messiness of the human experience. But Sadhguru teaches that true growth happens through full involvement with life. Your body, your mind, your emotions, they are your instruments. Use them consciously. Renunciation doesn't mean rejection, it means transcendence. And transcendence only happens through participation, not avoidance. The job, the family, the traffic, the noise, all of that can be your ashram if you are present. Life is not in the cave, it's here, now, raw and real. Spiritual maturity is to be able to stand in the fire of life and remain still inside. Many seekers claim to follow their inner voice, but often it's just fear disguised as wisdom or desire speaking through the mask of spirituality. Sadhguru says, intuition is not emotion. Emotion is of the past. Intuition arises from clarity. This mistake happens when people make impulsive decisions, thinking they're guided by their soul, when in reality they are reacting from old wounds. True intuition is silent, neutral, and doesn't panic. It comes with a sense of knowing, not urgency. To access that, you must purify the emotional noise, not amplify it. Meditation, silence, and discernment are key. Spirituality is not an achievement. It's a dissolution, Sadhguru. If you're focused on becoming enlightened as a future goal, you're missing the point. Awakening is not a trophy. It's not something you will get. It's something you become. This mistake appears when you turn your practice into a race, meditating to reach a state, doing yoga to gain powers, or chanting to become someone special. But every step done with desire becomes a barrier. Let go of the result. Walk for the sake of walking. Meditate for the sake of stillness. Love for the sake of loving. That's when the miracle happens, when you're no longer waiting for it. There's a silent arrogance that can take root on the path, believing that you've seen enough, learned enough, or are more evolved than others. But Sadhguru reminds, the moment you believe you know, you are further from the truth than ever. True wisdom is humble. The awakened one is always learning, always observing, always curious. The path has no final step. It's infinite because consciousness itself is infinite. The spiritual ego is more dangerous than ignorance because it wears the mask of light. The cure? Stay a beginner. Stay empty. Stay surrendered. All these mistakes are not sins. They are lessons. They are invitations to look deeper, to go beyond the surface, and to remember why you started. Sadhguru doesn't give fixed rules. He gives tools for inner transformation. And the most powerful of all is awareness. So today, take a breath. Look at your path with honesty. And instead of trying to be spiritual, just be fully alive, fully aware, and fully here. That is the real path. And it begins again, right now.